not very long back in Indian society, sports was not given its due place. There was a very popular saying across India in all the cultures, in all the regions, be it north, south, east or west. It was a saying which we say in popular Hindi, पढ़ोगे लिखोगे बनोगे नवाब, खेलोगे कूदोगे होगे खराब. Sports was something which was not to be indulged in, which was like a barrier for better studies or better career. But in the recent times, there have been massive change in how sports is getting its due place. People are making careers in sports. Youngsters and children are getting lots of opportunities from the government for playing popular sports. Look for example how Mahendra Singh Dhoni, Sachin Tendulkar or Virat Kohli in cricket and Baichung Bhutia in football, how Saina Nehwal and Sania Mirza are getting revered. They have huge fan following which is not less than what the film superstars are getting as fan followers. There are lots and lots of their followers on Twitter and all kinds of social media. They are now competing with politicians and film stars in terms of popularity. Even the government of India and all the state governments are focusing on sports. Why? Why are they focusing on sports? Is it only because they fetch us medals? Is it only because India gets position on the podium whenever there is Olympiad or Asian Games? No, it is not only because of that. The governments and people in general have now realized that sports builds physical abilities, sports builds mental abilities. It is very, very important for physical health as well as mental health of children and youngsters. Even mental health gets a lot of boost by playing sports. People get away from depression, anxiety and many such mental health problems. That is why sports has a very unique and important function in our daily life and in terms of growth and development of our children. But if we look in the recent times, what is happening? With the advent of our smartphones and all types of games that children and youngsters and even older people now play on mobiles or on their gaming consoles or on their laptop or on their tab. What is that? Is that real sports? Is that real game? Are those online games and internet games which children play on mobiles helping them in any way in their physical health or mental health? The experts, be it WHO or the psychiatrist or the psychologist, they all say that these are all detrimental to the health of children and young people and even older people. These are very, very detrimental to the mental health. Children are getting addicted, children are getting depressed and they are facing more anxiety. Their scores and their achievement in learning, in extracurricular activities, they all are diminishing. And in these times, we have our bodies like BCCI and ICC and Sports Authority of India who are partnering with these kind of online games, and they call themselves fantasy sports. Look, for example, Dream 11. They call themselves fantasy sports. My question is, how is it sports? It can just be a fantasy. It cannot be sports at all, because it is not meeting any of the objectives that sports stands out for. So, the government of India and people in general should understand the difference. This is like doing something in the name of sports and games which is serving the objective which is just opposite that of the sports. Look, for example, Dream 11. What are the children and the youngsters doing when they are playing Dream 11? Are they indulging in real sports? Are they indulging in any physical activity? Are they indulging in any mental activity that hones the skills required for the sports of cricket or football or any other sports? But making a player play something like Dream 11, which they call themselves as fantasy sports, which they are not doing, they are neither batting nor fielding nor bowling nor doing wicket keeping. They are only selecting some players and waiting idly when a match is going on, how much credit that do they get. This is a passive activity. This is not sports.